Hi everyone, it is Chris from In the Rough Crystals, and I'm here doing a reading for you guys for May of 2017. This is the Crystal Conscious Oracle. So hopefully everyone's been doing quite well. Like the energies have been very interesting to say the least. We're doing just a lot of letting go. So a lot of things are changing rapidly for everyone. And there's different groups of people who are experiencing different symptoms. They're experiencing the awakening quite differently than others. So I feel like there's different groups that are experiencing these energies different. And so I just want to thank you guys actually for watching the video recording before May, but if you're watching this right now, then you're probably watching it at a time that's best for you. And so I wish everyone right now just love and light and blessings during this period of time. I know for a lot of people it may be very, very challenging what you're experiencing, but just know that you are loved and that you can get through these energies and you can get to your best self, because this is what this process that we're experiencing is for. And so I'm just sending you so much love, sending you so much healing and light, and be blessed. So I'm going to jump into this reading a little bit for the Crystal Conscious Oracle. So, and today I'm actually going to shuffle the cards because I didn't pre-select the cards, just because I want you guys to actually know that I haven't pre-selected any of these cards at all. So this reading for the Crystal Conscious Oracle is just messages that come up for the collective. I just kind of allow what comes through to come through. So we'll see what we most need at this time for May of 2017. And sometimes I just let cards come up that come up, let them jump, and sometimes I pull a card. So I'm just kind of going with the flow right now, seeing what comes up for us. And a lot of jumpers today. So hopefully you guys can see this. Ooh, that one just double dutched. Okay. And bear with me. I move cards and I reorder them as I feel like I should. So if I give you the silent treatment, I'm kind of working at the same time, just getting the right placements, pulling in what messages come up. All right. So let's see what's coming in here. Beautiful. So I'm going to move some of the crystals out a little bit. And again, I don't have a certain, for this particular reading, I don't have a certain method or a certain layout. I kind of, I always adjust my layout as I pull cards. So you'll see me move cards around a lot. I'm kind of silent sometimes, but I'm just pulling all this in that's coming up. So this month is a lot different than last month because there's a lot coming in. I think last month we had like 3 cards come up for the reading. We have a lot of cards coming in. So, hopefully you can see that like that. Awesome. So, wow, okay. So I'm gonna do it like this, and you guys can still see this. I'm gonna kind of do that. So I kind of created my own layout here. This is an interesting energy because I feel like this should be here exactly how I have it. So let's see if we can actually get this to cooperate the way that I want it to. Maybe not. It was a good thought though. Let's see. Probably not do that. All right, that's the best we're gonna get it. All right. So let me just pull that down so you can kind of see on this side. So this is an interesting layout for May. There's a lot of energy that wants to come in for people to manifest their purpose at this time. Well, there's two different things going on with two different groups of people. Some people are they're fully aware of what their purpose is, like that's come in for them, and now they need to anchor this energy in so they can really kind of take action and start implementing their purpose and their mission here on the planet at this time. There's another group of people where they're still holding on to old thought forms. They're holding on to their old beliefs, their own paradigms, and they're fighting themselves. They're fighting what's coming up for them to be healed. And they don't want to see it. They don't want to look at it. But what's happening is that like all these old structures, like they're getting torn down anyway. The divine is like, no more. So it's like, it's happening anyway. And some people are having a very hard time dealing with what they're seeing. So they feel, this group of people, they feel a lot of lack in their lives. They feel really down at this time, but they don't even realize, because this same energy wants to come in for them, that there's so much abundance that is there for them. We have unlimited potential, and everything that you're going through and everything that you're experiencing is just encouraging you to let go and heal, and trust in the divine, because he wants to get rid of all these old structures. The divine wants to release all that so he can bring in this beautiful energy, you know, and this is for both groups of people, you know. This wants to come in for us. Unlocking our creative side, unlocking our creative potential. Only this is not potential anymore. This was potential. That's potential. Sorry, turned it in. But this is potential, and this is how they came out. This is potential. Now, let's unlock this here. So I feel like also coming in is getting in touch with different gifts that we have. Different talents are being unlocked. Some people may find themselves going back and doing things that they did when they were younger, that they kind of let go of and dismissed as hoopla sometimes. We do that. Some of us may be unlocking new gifts, like there are already gifts that we may already have integrated with us, and we're unlocking new gifts because they're needed at this time as well. But it's kind of like your dedication to this mission of love, this mission of implementing light on this planet at this time. This is going to bring in so much just abundance. And this is just really about being just love, and embodying so much radiance and embodying so much light and love in yourself that it has nowhere else to go but escape and just touch and help others that that need to awaken to understand like just how radiant and how much potential they do have and who they are. It's not even who they can become, who they are. Like there is a group of us that need to help others heal and integrate the codes that they need to, so that they can awaken to this as well. And this may be that first group of people, them being way showers and light workers to this other group of people. It's just like showing them the way. And when I say other group of people, I just want to clarify, like by no means like if you are awakened or if you are healer, and you're embodying these gifts that have been blessed and open to us from the divine, make the other group feel like they're anything less, because they are this as well. They are this as well. You know what I mean? And they are going through the same things that we had to in our healing path and our healing journey at the same time. So, it's time for us to give. Like we have so much love inside of us, and this is for that first group. We have so much love inside of us that we have to share all the beauty and share all the joy that has been blessed and bestowed upon us with others. This is about giving back. This is showing the way, showing the light, and showing the way to just love that we need so much on our planet. And it's awakening each and every person within that spectrum and within that matrix to experience that love and that light and that abundance in their life. And that's true abundance. It's more than just money and things that material things. It's no, like the level of happiness and the level of joy and abundance you can experience is beyond that measure, and it's infinite because you're infinite. So this is about taking these two groups, and just integrating something really beautiful and creating like this cohesive whole, and creating creating an energy where everyone on the planet can awaken to these gifts and awaken to the abundant beings that we are, and that we can create that. We can create that within ourselves. We can create that within day-to-day life and on our entire planet. We can all help each other. We all help each other. We're all divinely connected. There's no separation between any of us, regardless of where we currently are on our paths or our levels of ascension or awakening or enlightening. We are all one. We are all divine, and we're all in this together, and we need to come together in this unity and create something beautiful and create something new. Create that new earth. That's what we're being guided to do. So we're all in this together. This is so beautiful to me. This is such a radiant energy. I really feel like this is an activation in the solar plexus. It's beautiful energy for the solar plexus. Beautiful, radiant, That's so beautiful. It's like this light is expanding. The light around us, our light bodies are expanding. That spark that we are, that the divine placed in us is activating. And we are radiant. We're beginning to step into, or we are stepping into, our radiant selves, our radiant divine selves. And it's such beautiful energy for the solar plexus. It's like a power generator starting up. That's what this energy feels like. Or a car starting and the engine turning over. Like, that's what this feels like to me. And I feel like it's so beautiful for the solar plexus, for everyone. So I kind of want to go here to the left because, you know, we started talking about two different groups. And I feel like within these two different groups, you know, here we have the middle road. You know, we have the middle road. Like, we're being shown, because what I like about Amazonite is that it shows you so much truth. It shows you the truth about yourself. It shows you the truth about how you connect and how your energy correlates in the world. It awakens us to the fact that we've created everything that we see in our reality. And, you know, we have people that they don't want to face that reality because it's too painful, when we really need to feel. We need to just allow it. It's okay if it hurts. It's okay if you need to cry. It's okay if you need to scream in a pillow. You need to just allow it to come up and just allow it to be what it is, because it needs to be released. It's not who you are, you know? And we hold so much in because we think we're protecting ourselves. But when we're holding that in, we're actually making ourselves sick. We're lowering our vibration. So, you know, and then we have this other group of people who, you know, they're heeding the call. They're like, I'm doing this work, or I'm not going to say you're done, because no one's path is ever done. There's so many, you know, levels and realities to experience in the ascension process. But there's the first group of people who they're moving through these obstacles, you know. They're facing their fears. They're looking at their pain, their trauma, all the stuff that's been like embedded deep within themselves, and they're facing these things, and they're conquering these things, and they're coming out triumphant. They're healing one step at a time, one bump, bruise, trauma, thought form, on all lifetimes. They're healing their bloodline. They're doing it, you know. And these are the two choices that we always have in life, what we're seeing happen, you know. This reminds me of free will a little bit, which is why also, like, labradorite's really, really good right now. Because I've always said that labradorite awakens, kind of reminds me of the magician archetype in tarot, that you have all the tools that you need to be this, light. But you have the power to create it. You have the power to do all of these things. here. You have the power to do this. The spark is already in you. So I've always, like I was saying, I've always said that, like, the other thing I like about labradorite is that it helps you to face your fears. It helps you to come, like, and that's why I like to play on labradorite. It's like all these little dark twists and turns, but every which way you go, if you look at those twists and turns as an opportunity for growth, and you face that head on, you turn a light on in all of these spaces. No corner, no dark corner is going unturned here. It's like, let's deal with what we need to deal with, and let's feel this so we can heal. So we can embody our divine potential, that spark that was seated in us. That's our birthright, but we have to choose it. You have to choose which road you want to take. And I like this. I like this energy, just even going up into here, which this position today is coming up automatically as heart chakra energy. Equality and love. Beautiful energy. Feeling like this energy of like Kuan Yin coming through. It's just such a beautiful energy. It's really about having compassion for others, realizing that we are all the same. We are all one, and we're all united in love. We're equal. Doesn't matter where we are in our path, our journey. It doesn't matter what we believe in terms of religious beliefs. At the end of the day, we all are one. We are all created by the divine, by source. Whatever your belief system is, that we are all equal in this journey because we are love. And we need to step up and be more understanding and be more compassionate of others. And we also have to be compassionate with ourselves. It's like the divine is giving us such a beautiful gift of love deep within inside our hearts. That's why we've been asked to let go. And a lot of us have been experiencing like purging and purification energies because this activation in our hearts, this embrace, this overwhelming kiss of just love within our hearts, our higher hearts, our divine hearts, our hearts that are connected with our source, our creator, is being awoken in us. And it's such a beautiful energy. It reminds me of just like, literally, I'm seeing like the lotus opening and the beautiful jewels that we all hold inside of us are ours for the taking. It's ours for the taking. That abundance, this is beautiful. This abundance, awakening our gifts. Our gifts are being activated from the divine. And that's such a beautiful gift. But it's important that, we use our gifts wisely, that we use our gifts responsibly, and we use our gifts for the highest purpose. For all of mankind. We could do so much to help each other and assist each other in a loving and a compassionate way. Or we can choose to destroy each other. But we have to join together if we want change, like a real lasting change here. We have to choose a different way because what we have been choosing has not been working. So we're being shown a new way. We're being shown a new way. It's right here in front of us, but we have to choose it. And that's where the middle road comes in, because we have to choose it. It's not, someone's not going to give it to us. No one's going to heal us. Like, you have to heal yourself. The divine already has given you the tools you need. You have to choose to heal yourself, and you have to go within to do it. You have to face yourself and still be compassionate with yourself as well. Be compassionate and loving to yourself, because you can always write a new story. And I literally have this up like on a mirror in my bathroom. It's like, your old story does not have to be your new story. You're given a chance to, we're all being given a chance to write a new story, to write a new book. To write a new book that's not full of racism and war and hate and violence and crime and suffering. That it could just be joy and radiance, love, beauty. Like, we can have this beautiful planet. But we're all being given, it's kind of like the test. This is like the test or the choice. Like, which way are you going to choose? Which way are you going to choose? Which road are you going to take? So let me pull this card, because it's all the way in the little back now. All right. Hopefully you guys are still hanging in there. If you do watch my videos, you know that sometimes we get a little long-winded. So I appreciate you watching these videos for as long as you do, and for your support. So what I'm feeling here is this is kind of like an anchoring of our feminine energies. This is, I feel like, feminine energies anchoring more and more into people, where they're awakening and trusting more in their intuitive abilities, or feeling more. They're allowing like just the natural cycles of what they're experiencing, and what revelations are coming up. They're allowing them to be what they are and face what they need to, and be more loving and embracing to themselves and others. And this is about us embodying our divine feminine aspects and her gentleness, connecting to her core, our divine mothers. And this is like really anchoring in. I know I've been feeling a lot of anchoring energy, and the need for us to really, really ground right now. It's super important that we ground, because we're anchoring in our divine masculine and our divine feminine. Especially our divine feminine is coming in and anchoring in the planet. So we're having to also access and ground through our Earth Star chakra right now. So what's really coming through right now for me is really just the big thing right now is grounding. I know I've talked to a few people about this before, where it's very important, if you are feeling very like flighty, or you feel like not grounded, especially not in reality, like you just feel like not anchored, like you're completely like in your head, like you're scattered, you're feeling like panic, allow that to come up, but focus. What I want you to really focus on is grounding yourself. So I know most of us will use like hematite, and various crystals. What has been coming through for me lately is for grounding, we need to really integrate using tiger's eye and black obsidian. Okay. So if you're doing any grounding work during your meditations, like when you're we're anchoring in and we're using tiger's eye and we're using black obsidian, because we really got to pull all this high vibrational energy and these upgrades of like light that are coming in, and we really need to anchor it down deep into the core of our earth, so it seeds, it seeds, and this beautiful light that's coming in can really integrate within our planet. Okay, this can really integrate here. That's what we need to integrate. So a lot of like fiery energy that's coming in too. I feel like this is so like fiery. Like this is the flame. This is the flame. And this is what is kind of like, this is what activates within us. This light, which I love. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. And I like that. I know I had to reach super far to get this card, but this is what's coming in on this feminine side here. And then we have Charvoit, our crown chakra guidance. So we are transmuting, like we're transmuting a lot of energy, but what's coming up is us kind of figuring out who we are. Not even figuring out, integrating what our individual missions are. I feel like there's us going out and us voicing the messages like of the divine and of love out into our world. There's so many, again, light workers, star seeds, earth angels, beautiful, beautiful souls that we all are. And we have so many beautiful gifts. And now we have a space where we can voice those things. Like, we believe in ourselves, we trust in ourselves. Like, we don't have low self-esteem. We don't believe in ourselves. We face our fears so that we can be the full expression of ourselves. And that's what I feel like Charvoit brings in, and what it's transmuting, that it's okay for us to be our true, authentic, full expressions of ourselves, regardless of if someone puts you down or ridicules you for only embodying what your gifts are, embodying what the gifts that were given to you from the divine are. It's okay to be that person that you are deep inside of your heart. It is okay. Because know that you are following your light. At the center of your being, know that you are following your light. So be who you are. That's what I felt the main message I'm getting from Charvoit is be who you are. It's beautiful. I'm like literally like this is so beautiful to me. This energy that's coming in for all of us to embrace and embody. And it's coming in rapidly. It's being amplified and so much. And this beautiful feminine energy is being anchored into our planet, and I love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to pull a card. I felt guided to grab the Earth of Magic deck by Stephen Farmer, just because so much has been coming up about our planet and our divine mother, Earth, Gaia. She's been speaking to us so much. So I feel like she had something important to bring through, since there's a lot of heavy anchoring energy coming in here. So let's see. I knew there was one more. Normally if I keep shuffling for an extended time, it's like there's something else that wants to come through. All right. So these are the two cards that came up. We have the Milky Way, and then we have Stone People. Oops, sorry, I almost lost that one. Okay. So I feel like with Milky Way, especially with us awakening, I feel like this is awakening or coming out of this darkness almost. This reminds me of like, you know, being, if you can see, I'm trying to get this to focus because this is like a pretty, there we go. I like the way it looks like that. But it's like coming out of the abyss almost, from this confusion, from this cloudiness, from this darkness, and you know, getting like this energy of like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and now you're at this precipice of reaching out to this light, coming from this, you know, crawling from the openness, crawling out to, like, I feel like I got crown chakra a little bit. And it's just, I feel like this light that's integrating in us is changing who we are, like at cellular and DNA levels. Our perspective about how we see ourselves, how we see our world, and how we see others is changing. It's changing our very existence. It's changing our very planet, and it's changing our whole galaxy. This energy that's coming through from like the galactic center is so powerful. This reminds me of the galactic center. This light is all these codes and these integrations. I'm feeling like all these codes are coming in and awakening people. I feel like all these little, if you can see kind of in the there we go, if you can kind of see in the galaxy, that energy, the spiral, it's like all these little lights are turning back on, you know. I feel like it's like the neurological patterning in our head is changing. It's activating like dormant parts of like our brain, you know, quite literally. And like our gifts and our talents are being revealed to us. We're being kind of activated. And kind is not the word. We are being activated. Look at that. We're being activated. And then we have the Stone People. I'm just feeling like just what's coming in for us is changing our very planet. We're remembering so many things about ourselves. Like we're awakening to, you know, our existence in other civilizations and other lifetimes. Um, and all these gifts and that talents that we have that I feel like is kind of been frozen in time is kind of like what I want to say, even though time is an illusion, but it's just been frozen. And it's like now, because we've been working so diligently, it's kind of like all these barriers and structures. It's kind of like, you know, when the plates shift and it changes like the landscape during the different ages in time. Like that's what's happening to us. Like our landscape is changing and we're opening up to like a new way of being, a new world, a new way of life. And we can create that. It's the energy I'm really getting with the stone people. We can create what was promised to us. But we have to choose it. And we have to start with ourselves. We don't have to stay stuck where we are, because we can create this new earth. We can create this beauty. Our planet's already, Gaia, she's already ascending. She already is ascending. Gotta make a choice, guys. Don't allow yourself to be stuck. Face what you need to face. Feel what you need to feel. Think and not feel is key. I'm sorry. Feel, not think. My apologies. Feel, not think. Feel your energy. Really, like, get to know yourself deep inside. Connect to who you are. Seek that. Look for that. You're not going to find it in the outside world. That's the reality we're trying to overcome. That's not the true expression of ourselves. And it's time for us to be the true expressions of ourselves that we already are. You know? Alright. So I'm going to pull some messages of healing and the green beautiful emerald ray. And I'm pulling energy with Angel Michael right now. Also integrating in any messages that come through from Hilarion as well. So we're focused on what is most important for us at this time for healing. We need to look out, we need to integrate for May of 2017. We'll see what wants to come up. And I just kind of feel guided to let whatever comes up or whatever wants to jump to go like that today, instead of doing like a layout or pulling certain cards. So I'm going to lay these out. All right. So 3 wanted to come up. pull this up a little bit so you can kind of see. So this is like, no matter where we are in this process, you know, we have to really trust and have faith. We really need to trust and have faith. Just really, really connect with the divine, connect with Source, connect with Raphael, Jesus, and give thanks in which you're being shown. Know that even if it's a difficult journey, which seemingly difficult, what you're going through, know that, you know, you're going to come out on the other side here. I feel like this is like, change your perspective, because there's this light here. You're going to come out on the other side, and it's going to be so beautiful, and it's going to be so radiant. And it's like, have faith in this process. Have faith in what's coming up. Have faith in what you're going through. Kind of ascension symptoms and integration symptoms are starting to really get intense. So some people are experiencing like anxiety or fear, or they've just been really anxious lately. Some people are just like very energetic, very lively. Like, everyone's experiencing this energy differently. And regardless of how you're experiencing this, trust and have faith that you're being guided in the right path for where you are at this moment. Trust in that. Trust in a divine promise. Okay? I just feel like we need to see this. We need to see the bigger picture. This integration that's happening, and know that it's divinely guided. We just have to trust what we're being shown. So then we have acceptance. So, you know, a lot of things, again, are coming up for us to deal with, and a lot of things are coming up for us to face. And I just feel like this is still about, even in the face of like what seems, you know, like problems or trouble or strife or stress, anxiety or heartbreak, or, you know, a rapid period of changing, know that like what's being released and what is changing in your life is for the right reason. Again, you're being divinely guided. You're being moved in the right direction at the right time for where you are and your growth. So, you know, you're just being asked to accept what is coming in and what is going out. Accept and know that it's right for what's in your heart. It's for your best interest, your highest and best good. It's divinely guided. And like, I keep getting like earth angels. We're all angels here on earth. We are all light. And these changes are happening so that we can integrate our light and our highest purpose. We can integrate our higher selves. Our beautiful, loving, compassionate, radiant selves. Things are happening exactly as they should. So be strong. Be strong. And know that you are a warrior of light. You're fighting for your divine promise. Be love. Be who you are. Accept who you are and embrace like every component, every bump and bruise and joy and tears and setback, and still move forward and trust that all is happening the way it should. Beautiful energy. And so, you know, we're talking about people experiencing different symptoms, um, depending on kind of just their personal energy. I think we're doing a lot of releasing, and there are a lot of areas in our fields, our chakras, that where there's stuck energies that we need to kind of burn off almost, and we need to move out. And there's also, because we're anchoring, there's a lot of high vibrational energy that's coming in as well. So for us to be able to kind of manage that, we need to start moving our body so we can like move energy the way that it needs to be moved throughout our entire body without it getting stuck. I'm sorry, this keeps kind of focusing in and out. But this is about honoring and taking care of our bodies, taking care of our energy, taking care of our vessel, and just like really like this is also about honoring and loving ourselves. So this could be anything, you know, if you want to just walk outside every day, like walk outside every day. You know, if you want to start a weightlifting program, start a weightlifting program. If you want to start yoga, then start yoga. Whatever it is that resonates with you. It could be a dance class. It's completely up to you. Like really, if you've been thinking about doing that, I know I've talked to a lot of people where, you know, we're talking about trying out new classes and doing new things that, you know, we've never done before in terms of like exercising, or maybe even like beginning something that we kind of put to the side a long time ago and bringing that back in. So this is going to be really integral for the month of May and also the month of June, is to really get the body moving, to help us manage, you know, these new energies that are integrated within us. We're going to feel different. Our bodies are going to respond to stimuli different. Our bodies are going to respond to food differently. So again, like I think I said this last month, where don't be surprised if there's foods that you didn't like before, or if that you never ate, that you suddenly like them. Listen to your body. Your body is telling you exactly what it needs. So if you feel yourself gravitated towards like, you know, a certain type of like food that's like a high vibrational food, then go for it. Just really, really talk to your body, find out what it needs and connect to it. Even if there's any pains or any symptoms, connect with that as well, and really try to understand what that energy is trying to get you to focus on within yourself. All right. So that's what I have coming in for today, and I kind of want to do this because I know I like to work through, there's people that I follow, I like different like readings, but I know some people like really actively journal and work through things. So I just want to kind of pull this down, so if anyone wanted to take a screenshot, and then as you kind of work through these energy as well, you'll start getting integrated messages about how this reading even applies more to you. So you can screenshot this so you can see the cards that come up, and you can always refer back to this as well. The other thing that I do want to say is the main deck that I do use for this reading, as you notice, like they have crystal correlations on them. So at this time for the month of May, you can also utilize these crystals to help you work through the energies that are coming in. So we do have cornelian that's coming through. We have citrine that's coming through. We have pyrite, which is coming through, and I'll show each card because I know sometimes people, that's cornelian, that energy. So I'm going to show you each card. I'll do it like that. And then we have citrine. And then we have pyrite. Then we have morganite. And let's pull this down. We have amazonite, which is funny because I just got a whole parcel of amazonite in a shipment today. So we definitely need it with the amazonite. Then we have silver. Energy with the silver was, whew. And then we have charoite. So again, you can utilize those crystals during the month of May if you do have those in your arsenal, or you can acquire them. You may find that you may need to use all of the crystals and have them in your physical possession. Some of you may resonate with just having specific of those crystals that are there and available for us right now with our energies. So for example, you may resonate with cornelian and silver right now. So if that's how you feel, trust your intuition for what you need during the month of May. And then I also held the cards up for the period that I did because they're activated cards as well. So just looking at the energy, feeling the energy from the cards will activate you as well. So if you need to refer back to this video, or you could also go and screenshot each of the cards, just whatever works for you. Then if you don't have that physical crystal, you can also utilize just the energy from the cards as well during this time. So we're gonna wrap up at almost 1 hour. So I appreciate each and every one of you for listening to the beautiful messages that came through today, and bearing with me for this hour-long video. If you are interested in a private reading that's focused on your integration energies at this time, then you can email me at intheroughcrystals@gmail.com. Okay. And our website is coming soon after retrograde is over. We're going to launch there. But we're also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, obviously here at In the Rough Crystals. And at any time, if you do love these beautiful messages that come through and you would like to support, you can send a donation at paypal.me/divafit of any denomination. And those monies that are specifically for the donations will be used to go back towards any type, if I need any new tools to bring in for you guys, if there's any new crystals that need to come in. I'm like constantly just connecting with like the crystalline energy, and there's a lot of like really new crystals that are coming and that the earth's giving up to us, and sometimes they're really hard to find, so I have to go like on missions to bring them to you guys. So whatever can support me giving back to you guys is what the donations would be used for as well. And of course, we do live shows on Periscope as well. So if there's any beautiful crystals that you need, you can join us there, or you could also email me if there's anything that you are looking for at this time, and I will do my best to accommodate you as well. So thanks for joining on this. Well, it's a beautiful evening here for me, Eastern Standard Time, but I hope each and every one of you you have a beautiful May, and I will see you again for this reading for the month of June. So be blessed, guys. Sending you so much love and so much light, and namaste.